In this problem, we're told that 380 people are willing to buy an insurance policy, and it's offered for $235. So the company finds that for every $5 increase in this cost, they lose 10 people in sales. And it says determine the maximum sales possible for this company, so the maximum revenue. So in this case here, again, it's a revenue problem, so we need an expression for price. So we're starting with our $235 and 380 sold, and then we're going to come up with an expression for the price as it changes. So it says here $5 increase in policy. So we're going to increase the price by 5x. And if we increase by 5x's, we're going to decrease the sales by 10 people in groups of x. So as it goes up by 5, it's going to go down by 10, and it's a relationship as we change x. So there's our quadratic function. We want to maximize this. So we want to find the vertex. So I'm going to expand this out. So I get negative 50x squared. When I expand this all out, I'm going to end up with negative 450x. Okay, so then I multiply those last together, I get plus 89,300. So that represents the initial sales of revenue when I have that price of 380 and 380 people at a price of $235. So I want to complete the square here. So I'm going to factor out the negative 50, making sure I factor it out of the 450 as well. So making sure I keep the sign. So negative 450 divided by negative 50 is going to give me positive 9x. And then the 89,300 is outside the completed square. So then completing the square, and you're going to split that 9x into two equal parts, so 4.5 and 4.5. And when I square that, I get 20.25. That's my completed square, so I get 20.25. And then when I multiply that together with the negative 50, it means that I've actually I've added in a negative $1,012.50. So I need to balance that with a positive $1,012.50. Okay, so remember that I have to multiply that out before I balance the equation. So now I'm going to put this into the perfect square form. So it's going to be x plus 4.5 squared plus, and the maximum revenue that I'm going to end up with is $90,312.50. Okay, when I add the outside part of those brackets together. That means that when x is negative 4.5, I get my maximum revenue. So the question is asking for the maximum sales. Okay, so I'm going to put it into this equation here. Okay, and so the sales, or the number sold, is going to be 380 minus 10 times negative 4.5. Okay, so I get 380. This is going to be plus 45. So the maximum sales I'm going to end up with is 425 sales. So that's the sales number insurance policies I sell. If I want to work out the price, I can plug in that X into the red equation. If I want to find the revenue, I just plug it into either of those equations for X and calculate the maximum. In this case here, since I have the vertex, I already have the maximum revenue in the vertex form.